So, what do you think have been the pivotal moments in your life which have led you to make these decisions?
So in the beginning, I wanted to only play cricket. Cricket was my only thought. Then a pivotal moment came, which was unfortunate. Again, it was my father's death in '91 when he was an IPS officer. He died.
So उस टाइम पे एक 19 years old के दिमाग में क्या चल रहा था?
And then I realized my dream of cricket is over.
How did spirituality came in this journey?
फितूर होता है हर दौर में जुदा जुदा, पहले खिलौने, फिर इश्क, फिर पैसा, फिर खुदा खुदा.
Welcome back to another episode of the Jain Bharat podcast. I am thrilled to announce the guest for today, a true polymath, former under-19 cricketer, ex-IAS officer who left voluntarily in 2017, and a yogi. He is a sought-after speaker on emotional intelligence, leadership, and people skills. With over 4 million plus views on YouTube, he is also the author of Finding Success Within and the visionary founder of Suvichar think tank. His influence extends to an academia as a visiting professor at Yogananda Center for Theology. He is none other than the one and only Vivek Atray sir. So let's dive into his transformative journey and shoot one of the best podcasts of the Jain Bharat show. Vivek Atray sir, thank you so much for coming on our show. It's a great honor, sir. I'm not even able to believe that you are on our show.
Believe in the unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. I'm thankful to you.
Incredibly humble, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sir, so I would like to ask you, who is Vivek Atray in his own words?
So I'm a simple human being. I'm a person who has positivity. That's my strong point. But otherwise, being in the IAS, being a cricketer, being a motivational speaker, being other things, these are all kind of adornments. They are like jewelry. So you wear them and then one day they have to go. Basically, I'm a simple human being who's striving to improve.
Sir, you have led a monumental life so far, transitioning from cricket to civil services and then on to, spirituality and speaking. Sir, what do you think have been the pivotal moments in your life which have led you to make these decisions?
Yeah, I don't know about monumental, but definitely happening life.
Yes.
But in the beginning, I wanted to only play cricket. Cricket was my only thought. So as boys or girls are, they are into one thing, wanting to be this, wanting to be that. So pivotal moment came when I realized that I cannot play for India. And I was playing Sikh for the state, actually KVS Central Schools, they play as a state in Sikh, which is SGFI, School Game Federation of India, school games. So I realized at the age of 18, and my dad also said, now you do engineering. And I was getting admission. So it was a pivotal decision. And I had to, if I went for engineering in those days, it meant no more cricket. Although I played inter-engineering college, I played inter-college, etc., but it wasn't at that serious level now. Because I was training in Chandigarh in Mr. D.P. Azad's academy. He was the coach of Kapil Dev earlier. In my time, he was the coach of Chetan Sharma.
I see.
Fast bowler. So I had to go to Kurukshetra for engineering. So it would have meant stopping cricket. So it was a difficult moment for me, and I took time to get over it. I took maybe 1 year. It was a painful time. And then I realized my dream of cricket is over. Then engineering. Then a pivotal moment came, which was unfortunate. Again, it was my father's death in '91 when he was an IPS officer. He died. I got a job in his place in the civil services, in the Haryana civil service. And I started working for the ex-IAS, and then because he was an IPS officer, then I started, and then pivotal moments would have come when I resigned. Of course, I got married. That was also a pivotal moment. Had children, and then did some work. But then when I resigned in 2017, that was a moment where I was happy to take that pivotal decision. That this is a life-changing decision. First 2 times when I said cricket, I had to leave, and my father passed away. Obviously, they were unfortunate or difficult circumstances. Here, it was a positive change, which I brought myself decisively, that I want to become a motivational speaker. I'm becoming, as you said, a bit more spiritual.
Yes, sir.
I need more time for my practice of sadhana, and I also need to be motivating. So it was another pivotal moment when I resigned.
Sir, जैसे आपने अभी बोला कि you first cricket, then being engineer, then got into Haryana Civil Services, then became a motivational speaker. So there is a lot of decision making that is here, right? तो जब आप IAS से स्पिरिचुअलिटी या मोटिवेशनल स्पीकिंग वाली साइड जा रहे थे तब तो यू हैड अ लॉट ऑफ विजडम एज कम्पेयर टू व्हेन यू वर 19 years old, राइट? सो उस टाइम पे एक 19 years old के दिमाग में क्या चल रहा था? हाउ डिड ही मेक द शिफ्ट ऑफ बिकमिंग एन इंजीनियर by like seeing Sachin Tendulkar and everybody in like I can be that, but I'm going to be an engineer. How did that shift happen?
That's why I'm saying it was painful.
Yeah.
Although Tendulkar was not there at that time, Kapil Dev was there.
Yeah.
And this is the mid 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So he started in 89, but I was a big fan of Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, Tendulkar. And yes, I wanted to play for India. It was very painful.
Yeah.
Being an engineer was nothing for me.
Yeah.
And Kurukshetra was a good college, NITs are good colleges, but I was not happy.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 year I was pretty low. But then I started doing some good things. I started writing a little bit. I started working on it, started playing some cricket, as I said, in engineering also we started playing regularly. So I became calmer and more happy. And then to tell you the truth, my wife to be, she was in first year when I was in third year.
Mm-hmm.
So we met. And then she also, a young girl, but then we became friends. And she also brought me out of that difficult phase. So I think it took time, but it was okay, and I managed to get out of it. And one pivotal decision or pivotal moment I didn't mention earlier, from ex-IAS I got promoted to IAS. So then I spent 7 or 8 years in the IAS also before resigning. So that was again a big moment in my life.
Sir, how would you feel that these various roles which you have, have taken over the years have shaped your life? What would you think?
Yeah, I think they shaped my life and I shaped them. So मेरा अपना रोल जो है उसमें मेरा क्या आइडेंटिटी है वो भी ज़रूरी है. As an author, as a motivational speaker, as an IAS officer, as a cricketer, as a friend, whatever I do, my personality should shine through, or I should bring something unique to my role. But these roles definitely shaped me, as you say. क्योंकि जैसे engineering 4 years, it helped me. I became confident that I can do this engineering even though I was not interested. But I was obviously a science student, got into engineering. I got the sports seat, but I was there and I deserved to be there. And then I graduated. When I graduated as an electronics engineer, it was a good moment. I was confident I can do anything, placements will come. But then I started preparing for civil services. So that role of being an engineer gave me that confidence. Then coming into the civil services when my father died, again it gave me that confidence of being an officer. And I've written about it in many places, I've talked about it in Josh Talks, etc. That, and even on the Ranveer show, that this life-changing moment of an officer, it is something that helps you to give back to society, but it also gives you a kind of respect. Then later I came to a stage where I felt that respect does not come from authority or position. It should come because of who you are, what you are. So that is what changed me again. So different roles give you different opportunities.
Yeah. How did spirituality came in this journey? Like,
yeah, it's a very good question because nowadays I've been saying this share and I want to share it on your podcast also because it's part of my talks. I found it on WhatsApp about 1 year ago. I think it encapsulates why we should come into spirituality. So the share is कि फितूर होता है हर दौर में जुदा जुदा. फितूर is passion, दौर is era, जुदा जुदा means अलग अलग. फितूर होता है हर दौर में जुदा जुदा. पहले खिलौने, फिर इश्क, फिर पैसा, फिर खुदा खुदा. So we all go through this pattern, all human beings. पहले we are interested in toys, as we said, cricket or whatever games. Then crushes, romance, वो भी चलता रहता है 70 years तक. उसके बाद career. Now career becomes everything for people, and that work-life balance recedes. Self-development, self-analysis, introspection, जो अब हम spiritual path में करते हैं. That stops and work becomes the goal. So how we balance our lives is very important. So khuda may or may not come. God may or may not come in most lives because they were so busy making money and doing other things. So I think it's very important to be spiritual somewhere in your life early. Nowadays, stress is more because of social media, expectation, competition. Yeah. So spirituality is required even more. Although in the spiritual sense, I follow Paramahansa Yogananda, author of the autobiography of a yogi. And he said the purpose of life is to find God. And all scriptures say the same thing. तो वो अगर आपको पता है कि बिगर पिक्चर में तो हम अगर स्पिरिचुअल होंगे तो हमारा जो लाइफ का पर्पस है जो इंडियन स्क्रिप्चर्स या वर्ल्ड स्क्रिप्चर्स बाइबल के हिसाब से भी कि हमें गॉड के साथ एक होना है वो हमारा स्पिरिचुअल बेनिफिट होगा ही होगा इफ वी प्रैक्टिस मेडिटेशन एंड स्पिरिचुअलिटी सेकेंड बेनिफिट एट द लोअर लेवल और मटीरियल लेवल इज यू विल डू बेटर इन ऑल योर वर्क ऑल्सो सो ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने मेडिटेशन शुरू कर दिया तो आपके पास टाइम कम पड़ा है तो आप काम छोड़ दोगे actually you will do better in your work hours because even if 1 hour less because you meditated you are fresh you are energetic your mind is better focused your efficiency improves and your happiness levels improve your ability to handle ups and downs improves so these some benefits spirituality
Sir, how would you address the audience today like let's say the younger generation who go through stress enduring the social anxieties and everything कि सर वो एक purposeful life and fulfilling life जी पाए what advice a combination of advices would you give to them?
No, that's a very good question because ultimately what is the purpose of our life we need to know of course the spiritual answer I just gave you which has been given by the scriptures the purpose of life is to know God but at a material level also the purpose of life is to be happy so whatever we do has to bring us happiness we cannot be ensconced in our quest for money and money but happiness I'm not enjoying power I'm enjoying power I'm a politician I'm a senior officer police officer and I'm powerful absolute the excitement of being saluted how long does it last after 20 years of salutes you may feel still good but you reduce that excitement so power also reduces in importance
respect is always the position you hold
exactly and it can be from your qualities as a human being
absolutely
third is fame money power fame how much happiness can fame give it is also temporary transient it is not going to last forever even Amitabh Bachchan now ABC is giving him a lot of fame is very good but Jitendra Dharmendra not so busy so fame and then Dhoni also retired Kohli will also retire Ranveer Singh will also retire Alia Bhatt will also retire one day so these things happen
Beer Biceps will stop podcast
Beer Biceps will also retire Beer Biceps ने बोला अपने शो पे मेरे वाले पॉडकास्ट में he said
I saw that
he said कि मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं थोड़े साल और करके फिर मैं संन्यास लूँ तो I told him कि नहीं संन्यास नहीं वो भी करो ये भी करो but he said नहीं मैं चाहता हूँ संन्यास ठीक है so coming back to the thing youngsters have to realize whatever you do has to give you internal happiness inner happiness and your family also should get that happiness if I am a contented positive happy human being my family and ecosystem will also be receiving the same vibrations. So my purpose is to be good and happy myself. Of course, I can be ambitious. I want to be CEO, I want to be that, and that is good. But beyond the point, one should realize the bigger picture that whatever I do has to be for inner peace and calmness and happiness and satisfaction. It cannot be money, 1 car, 2 cars, big car, small car, how many cars do you need?
Yes,
so that's not the purpose of life.
Yeah. सर जैसे सोशल मीडिया आ रहा है लाइक अटेंशन स्पैन डिक्रीज हो रहे हैं लोगों के लाइक फोकस नहीं है कंसंट्रेशन नहीं है बट ड्रीम्स बढ़ रहे हैं ड्यू टू सोशल मीडिया ओनली लाइक इफ यू एग्जैक्टली कंपैरिजन आ रहा है यू सी अ लैम्बोर्गिनी यू वांट अ लैम्बोर्गिनी राइट बट एक पाथ नहीं है जिससे वो चीज़ अचीव की जा सके दे सेट अ गोल बट दे डोंट नो हाउ टू गेट देयर एंड दे डोंट इवन नो दैट इवन इफ उनको वो चाहिए भी कि नहीं right so what advice would you give to someone who wants to go on an unconventional path but they don't know how to get there
it's a very good point
seeking clarity
is very important because गोल आपके माइंड में है कि मैंने रिच होना है मैंने ये करना है मैंने जो भी गोल है चलो आपने गलत गोल भी बना लिया कि मैंने रिच मैन बनना आई फील इट्स अ रॉन्ग गोल you have to be comfortable in life but beyond that you have to find your inner peace your satisfaction your happiness index has to improve अब उसके लिए गोल के लिए पाथ क्या है path is number 1 definitely hard work in whatever you do no doubt you have to be knowledgeable you have to be focused you have to be hardworking Next is you have to have one passion which kind of brings joy and fire to your life. कि इसमें तो मैंने जोर लगाया, चाहे वो स्टार्टअप है, चाहे वो पॉडकास्टिंग है, चाहे वो स्पोर्ट्स है, चाहे वो आर्ट है, चाहे वो सेल्स है, इसमें मेरी जान, इसमें मेरा जोश है. Then that is the path which will lead you to success. I am passionate and I am disciplined, hardworking, I am moving forward. But if you look at a perfect career path leading to that Lamborghini or leading to that mountain, वो ऐसा कुछ नहीं. किसी का ये पाथ है, किसी का ये पाथ है, किसी का ये पाथ है. But common factors are skill, hard work, creative thinking, leadership qualities. Then something which I speak on a lot, emotional intelligence. Who to say what to, in how, what manner, not lose your cool. People who are angry, people who are terrible to be with, talk to, even if they have money, they have no respect. And I have a quote
Absolutely.
in my book also, उसमें लिखा है, authority is not greater than respect. Respect comes from internal qualities. कुर्सी पे किसी पे भी बैठ जाओ, वो कुर्सी आप नहीं हो, वो आपका ओहदा है. That's very important.
सर आपने सर आपके ना विकिपीडिया में भी आता है और मैंने काफ़ी पढ़ा इस चीज़ के बारे में. यू आर टॉक्ड लॉट अबाउट दिस. यू बीइंग द फर्स्ट ऑफिसर इन चंडीगढ़ टू एस्टैब्लिश साइबर सिक्योरिटी IT directorship. So sir, can you elaborate more about this thing?
It was a very important role in my career. I became the first director IT of Chandigarh in 2000, April 2000. And I became kind of IT man. Everybody used to call me the IT man. So I was setting up the IT park of Chandigarh and I was setting up e-governance centers called e-Sampark centers. My boss was Mr. Karan Avtar Singh, who was later Chief Secretary of Punjab. That time he was FS. Then advisor was Mr. Lalit Sharma. Then governor was General Jacob and then General Rodriguez later. So we had a great team. And I was given the kind of support that anyone needs to perform. So we set up the IT park. It took 6 years. But 6 years कुछ भी नहीं. अगर आप देखें इस region में कोई IT park नहीं था. North India. North of Delhi there was nothing. So we set up an IT park. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh inaugurated it. Then e-governance centers, e-Sampark centers. आज तक भी वो 15 साल 18 साल हो गए उनको, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं चल रही. All delivering services, single window. तो IT director होना was a very good opportunity to showcase my talent and also deliver results for the public, for the youth and the etc.
Sir, what has been the most pivotal moment in your professional career?
Professional career, two I would say. One is this, three I would say. One, I was SDM Kalka, which was my first real assignment of happening nature, powerful nature. I could do a lot. So 3 years I was pretty popular in Kalka because I worked hard. I used to listen to the people. I used to go to the villages. I used to mix with them. I used to respond to them. And even though I used to live in Panchkula and not, there was no official residence at Kalka, but still people were very fond of me. So 3 years. Next pivotal moment was Director IT, which we mentioned, where again I received a lot of love and adulation and media and lots of encouragement from Chandigarh administration and others. Haryana also allowed me to stay in Chandigarh for a long time. It was a very good time for me. And third is DC Panchkula. DC Panchkula, I was able to start things like Adar Samman, respect for the elderly. Then I was able to start something called village mentorship. Then I was able to reduce the time taken for public services in the secretariat in other places. So it was also good.
Yeah. Sir, my last question for this episode. There's whenever you go for a goal, there's motivation and then there's discipline and hard work. All of things are on the same line. But I have heard from many speakers that motivation is nothing. You need discipline. You need consistency. Motivation will do nothing. But I think you need motivation to start. So where should someone draw a line, like where till which time motivation takes you, and from there you need discipline? Where should someone draw that line?
I think you're absolutely right. Initially you need a spark of motivation, and that motivation will get you somewhere. Not much. You're saying where you should draw. I think the first few days only motivation can take you forward.
Yeah.
After a week or 10 days or whatever you are doing, discipline is required, hard work is required, methodical work is required.
Yeah.
Start early, you do something in the evening, you meet people you need to meet, whatever venture it is.
Yeah.
But enthusiasm and motivation should continue with discipline. In the morning when you wake up, you should look forward to your day. आज हमें ये करना है. अब रोज तो हम पॉडकास्ट नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन हमारा रूटीन डे में भी हमारा कुछ ना कुछ जोश होना चाहिए. अगर आज मेरा 9 to 5 टाइप है, चलो मैं I'll do routine stuff, but I will think of what extra to do, how to bring more energy in my work, how to be more creative. Maybe I want to read a bit of a book, maybe I go to a concert, maybe I go jogging, maybe I play cricket. So that creative element plus enthusiasm. So I think discipline is definitely required to take something forward, but without motivation, discipline becomes boring, dull and ineffective. तो वो तो आप बड़े efficient हो जाएंगे, लेकिन आप achieve नहीं होगा.
Nice. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. It was
Thank you
very
so much,
nice.
sir.
Good to meet you both. All the best to you both.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.